here.
It's beautiful, Roddy. Thank you. Enjoy.
Ah, fuck.
Hey!
You said frig?
Now, wait a minute. I'd like to propose a toast to my family. Someday soon, you're gonna have families of your own. And if you're lucky, you'll remember the little moments. Like this. That were good. Cheers.
Hey, buddies, this is Steve Simeone, and you're listening to Good Times. And as always, I'm hanging out with my buddy Lee.
Hello, Steven.
Hey, Mr. Lee Syatt.
How you doing, man? It's been a fun week.
Yeah, it's been such a long week. Like, yesterday was the 4th of July, and it seems like forever ago we did that live podcast, but it was just a couple days ago.
I know, and it went great. It was a lot of fun.
Did you have so much fun?
I had pizza, which I think it's called Pizzanista is the place that...
Yeah,
that
Pizzanista downtown. I wanted to give them a shout out. It was delicious.
They use... I'm a pretty simple person when it comes to pepperoni.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when it comes to pizza, all I really want is cheese and pepperoni.
Right, old school.
They had some spicy pepperoni.
It was delicious, right?
And they didn't use too much sauce. It really...
Perfect.
That's my favorite pizza. And then, I don't know who brought them. I think you did. But there were cupcakes there. And
No, Bryce brought those as like a birthday cupcake.
And your buddy Ian, who's going to be on a future episode,
Yes!
tried to get me to have one, and I didn't, but they looked really good.
Yeah,
But other than the food, it was still a great night. But just those cupcakes.
You were up on stage dancing at one point, weren't you?
I had to. Darren Carter called me when the party started calls.
Dude, I'm going to pull up Darren Carter's Twitter right now because he did...
At Darren Carter.
Is that what it is? That simple?
I'm almost positive. Yeah, I can check for him.
Because he did such a... I had one mission in mind. We need to get the good times flowing.
Oh, yeah, that's him.
And there's only one person that can do that.
He and I would never have done that before. So if you were there, you saw it. If you weren't there, then you missed it, and you'll never see it again.
It was so much fun.
But it was so great. He was. It's one of the cool things about podcasting is that there's a lot of people doing live podcasts now, and you had a completely different spin on it, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I wanted to make it a party, something fun. And I hope this week is, like, fun. I'm going to be down in San Diego. I hope that's fun. I hope when you guys are listening, each episode is like this episode. If you don't have fun listening to this, I don't know what to give you. Because this is, I felt bad that more people couldn't make it. I mean, we're here in Los Angeles, and I know people listen all over the world. So this week, we're going to actually release the live podcast.
Yeah.
The one with Roddy Piper.
Which was amazing. And for me, especially when it's a topic that I don't know much about, if I can still have a good time,
yeah,
then I know it's fun. Like,
dude, he was so funny, right?
Yeah, he was great, and some people I know, because a lot of people have a lot of podcasts to listen to. Someone might be like, "Oh, I don't know wrestling, so I'm not going to listen to it." Trust me, listen, you'll have a good time, regardless of whether or not you've ever heard of Roddy Piper before.
The stories are bananas.
Yeah, it was, and I had no. The only one I knew about was when you talked about a reporter, and I won't ruin it for the story, but that's the only one I had heard about in the entire hour and a half or hour that you guys did together. And it was cool for me to watch because I see the relationship you and Roddy have, and it reminds me of what I have with Joey.
Yeah.
So it was fun to watch, especially because you know Roddy, and you know the stories, and you can kind of lead him to certain things if that you know are going to be entertaining and fun for everybody.
Yeah, like That's what I was trying to do because I think one of the best episodes of Good Times we ever had was his first appearance on this podcast, which I believe was week 3.
It was right at the beginning.
Yeah, I think it was one of the first ones. I think it was week 3. And we just had such an open and honest conversation, and I couldn't believe Roddy was that vulnerable and real with us.
Right.
It was so cool. And then for this one, I wanted to sort of have that vibe of like everybody's 11 years old again. Our mom let us order pizza, and some famous pro wrestler came by to hang out. And it was like story time with Uncle Roddy.
It was pretty great, and everyone was really respectful. Like when a good story like that's going on, you're not going to get anyone talking or being rude. And it was just it was a lot of fun to be a part of. And then you brought those like juice boxes from Satan, like the all sugar ones.
Oh, the little hugs.
I haven't had those.
I haven't had a little
Since
hugs
elementary
juice
school.
since like
They're called little hugs.
the ones that look like little plastic barrels.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they still made those. I thought they might have been banned somewhere during the Reagan administration for just being pure sugar.
What are the ones of those that are like someone's head, like it's a bottle and you twist off the top? It's like a plastic bottle, and it's not like a soda bottle,
The little wax bottle just filled with.
but it's not wax. It's not tiny. It's like a big bottle of like Kool-Aid,
Oh yeah, and it's like plastic, but it's a weird kind of
and you have
plastic.
to break the top off.
Yeah, they're cool too.
And
Well,
then it's all sugar water.
somebody was like, you should get Capri Suns, but then when I saw the Hawaiian Punch version of Capri Suns, had to have it.
You can't beat those.
Can't beat that. Plus pizza, and it was free pizza and drinks.
And there was a lot of pizza there,
Yeah,
and I think it got
Pizza
eaten.
Nista killed it.
Didn't it all get eaten? Like
All of it.
Like when
I think Autistic Thunder probably had a whole large pizza by himself.
Good for
extra large
him.
pizza. He was loving it. And I was so happy. You guys will hear it too. It just worked out perfect. Our buddy Josh, who's been on the show before, I love him to death. He was the only audience. He was on his best behavior because I know he wanted to ask a million questions. Because before he was like, "Can anybody ask a question? Can we just shout out questions? Like if Roddy's talking, can I just shout something out?" And I'm like, "Josh, I don't think that's the best idea. I think maybe what we'll do is we'll try to save questions for the end." And I said, "If there's something you want to ask Roddy, I'll make sure you get to do it in private." And he was like, "Okay." But then it just worked out perfect where it was like we had a little bit of time for questions because they gave me the 5-minute warning. And it was Joshua that got to ask his question. And he got the laugh of the night, I thought.
Yeah.
When he told his story about first meeting Roddy. We'll just leave it at that.
Oh no, it was
Perfect, right?
it was great. And Joshua is someone who's nicer than nice, anyways. But he really loves wrestling. So
Yeah,
like
he does.
was that the first time? Oh, that wasn't the first time he met Roddy, but that must still be pretty exciting for him.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's exciting for me, like that my friends get to hang out with each other. That's the best thing in life.
It's amazing. How was 4th of July for you?
It's wonderful. I went up to the Rose Bowl for the first time. I've never been to the Rose Bowl
Me either.
ever, and it was great. Best fireworks I've seen.
Oh, they have fireworks up there?
Oh, the greatest.
Oh, that's so fun.
It was so much fun.
Did you have to pay to get in, or how did it work?
You had to pay for parking, but there are ways around that. But I was glad we paid for parking because it just added to the excitement and fun.
Right, yeah.
Because there was like, oh my God, there was the cutest family right near us with little boys that were like probably like 2 and 4 that just
okay.
kept on walking over to me. And they were playing, and then they were looking up and playing. And like they wanted us to get in the mix. They were so cute.
That's awesome.
It was great. And, you know what? I did want to say this. I started a relationship with Children's Hospital. So if you're in the LA area, I want to give you their phone number. They need blood desperately. So there's nothing to be afraid of. It's doing the right thing. It's going to make you feel so good. I really do believe everybody wants to help out. We just don't know how to help out. So here's your way to help out. If you live in LA, you can donate blood and you're not a fraidy cat. Just give Children's Hospital Los Angeles a phone call at 323-361-2441. And actually, our buddy Bryce designed some cards that went in the goodie bags our friend Nat put together.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Bryce, and thank you, Nat, for all your hard work that made Tuesday possible. Thank you, Pizza Nista. Thank you, Ink Advertising, for helping sponsor the event. Guys, Ink Advertising, they're Bryce's buddies. So they're the people that did my new stickers. If you guys want new Good Time stickers, just hit me up at Steve Simeone on Twitter or at my Facebook. Send me your address. I'll send you some stickers. because I got hooked up from Ink Advertising. They do everything. They do T-shirts, posters, hats, everything. And they'll give you a discount for being a buddy at Good Times. Just give them a call at 479-274-8337. And it's a real mom and pop business. They're Bryce's friends.
Yeah, and I'm supposed to be getting some posters printed up from them.
Oh, that's awesome. You know what, Lee? You're wearing an awesome Flying Jew T-shirt. You need to get those printed up again. Have Bryce's buddy hook you up.
Oh no, it's this design as a poster.
No way.
So yeah, I'm supposed to have them pretty soon, so that'll be fun. And
Are you gonna have them for Toronto?
Hopefully, that's the whole point. Yeah, I would love to. I would love to have everything for Toronto, which will be really fun.
Yeah, me too. I gotta get that plane ticket because I'm supposed to go to Philly in like 10 days. Plane tickets are like $700-800.
I know.
It sucks.
That's why I got mine. And then I just found one. I'm trying to go to Boston in September, so I just
Nice.
found one that is actually a reasonable price.
Awesome.
So what are you gonna do in Philly? That's gonna be like every time you go back.
Yeah, I was just there, which is great. So definitely see the family. Steve Byrne, I think, knows this guy that owns one of the best cheesesteak places ever in the city called Gino's. And if I just did the fat guy thing.
Me too.
That's hysterical.
When you say cheesesteak, how can you not?
How can you not? So I think Byrne knows that guy, and we might be able to sit at the VIP table. I'm going to steal one of your waters.
Go for it.
Because this coffee I drank was yuck. Oh, speaking of good coffee, guess who's back?
Who's back?
The official sponsor. We have two official sponsors. The unofficial official sponsor, which is Don Carlos.
They never went away.
Never went away. And Ryan, I'm coming for you this weekend. I'm going to be at La Jolla Friday and Saturday. 2 shows each night. But Friday night, late show, guess what, Lee?
What's happening?
You got to say it like you're 6.
What, Steve?
Guess what? My friend Gabriel's going to headline. So if you guys jump on this right away, you might be able to get tickets.
And when you say Gabriel, you don't mean like Gabriel Stevens or Gabriel.
No, I mean the fluffy guy himself, Mr. Gabriel Iglesias.
That's so fun.
Yeah, I love that man so much. Like, when I think of like all the stuff I try to do that's nice for people, it's people like Gabe that keep me going. Like, the simple fact, like, I know how busy I am. The simple fact that guy can return my text, I don't know how he does it. And I'm very excited to get to hang out with him. And it's Comic-Con weekend. And my buddy Jags is hooking me up with passes. So I'm going to get to go to Comic-Con.
What are you going to dress up as?
AwesomeSteve.com.
You should. Just make a shirt with an A on it and you're Awesome Steve.
Why not? I do think those girls that dress up like those, what do they call those? Cosplay girls? I think they're pretty.
Oh, yeah. Of course they are.
So pretty. Oh, so this is the deal. I have to talk to my buddy that knows the guys over at Craft Coffee. But I think they're hooking us up with a very, like, I guess you guys are doing a good job with the Good Times code word or whatever at craftcoffee.com. The way I look at it is it's delicious treat that's affordable. And maybe because they've heard the plugs I've given them on the podcast, I don't know if the owner of the company's one of our buddies or not that listens. He must, because this is what he came up with. Because you remember I said it was rich people coffee at normal people prices?
Right, yeah.
Because that's essentially what it is. Like, I think that the word is like they're almost like an art museum that goes around the world cultivating the best beans. And they are, it makes it really difficult to drink crappy coffee after drinking this stuff.
It must.
Especially since I drink my coffee black. So I just like to taste it.
Right.
Sometimes I put a little bit of cold water or ice cubes if I can to just make it a little more room temperature.
Oh, okay.
So I drink it faster. But this stuff's amazing. And what they're going to do is if you use the code word Good Times Bag, which is hysterical if you think about it, Good Times Bag, you can get a bag of their awesome coffee for $3.99.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's incredible. I don't know how they're doing that. And then they're also having a summer sale where they're doing discounts for all new customers. So if you guys ordered before, you can still get a bag for $3.99. If you haven't ordered before, you can get a bag for $3.99 and a discount on top of that. But I think that's only going to work for a week.
This is like the car places, the car dealerships that say, we have a deal.
One night only.
That's too good to say. If my lawyers knew I was saying this.
Yeah.
But
we're not legally allowed to say how cheap it's going to get.
but it's actually like a real commercial. You can actually have a good deal. Like how much was that coffee that you bought right now?
Disgusting. All right, that was the interesting thing. It wasn't even part of my thought process this afternoon, but I called you. I'm really tired from all the shenanigans this week, and we came in here to do the podcast, and then I was like, Lee, do you want anything from 7-Eleven? And you're like, no, I have some water here because you're killing your diet. You look great.
Dang, I'm trying.
But it's, okay, I'm dragging ass, right? So I'm going, am I going to get a sugar-free energy drink? I don't want to give them a plug. And I was like, no, I don't want those chemicals. That stuff's killing me. So then I was like, what can I do? And then I was thinking of a diet soda. I was like, a diet soda is better than an energy drink. Because, like, if I will admit this, like, if I'm at the comedy club or something, if I'm hanging out at the Comedy Store, I'm going to get a diet soda with no ice. Because the way I justify it in my brain is I'm not drinking booze. I'm not smoking pot or whatever. I'm just like, this is my little treat to get me going. But the problem is it's still poison. And I try to drink as little of it as possible.
It is still poison, and I need to drink a lot more water. But especially at a comedy club where untold things are happening, you having a Diet Coke with no ice is like a baby bottle.
I know. Well, that's why, like, but I was like, I'm not going to give that up, essentially. That'll be my treat. And I still drink a lot of water when I'm at the club.
Yeah.
But so this afternoon, I was like, we'll save the diet soda for after the podcast because you have to do a show tonight. And you're going to want a little pick-me-up before the show. So I was like, get a coffee. I can't drink this piss.
And it must have cost you at least $2-3, right?
That cost me $1.69.
Right. And so an entire bag of coffee is going to be $3.99?
Yeah.
Buying in bulk is really, like, the best deal for anything. It's not even
you
in
know
bulk,
what?
but just doing it at your house.
When Craft Coffee hit me up and they just sent me, like, their little sampler, like what you can order every month, they sent me 3 different flavors of coffee, and it was delicious, and it was fun. It was like an activity and a treat.
I love getting packages in the mail.
Oh, it's so much fun. Like, it makes me think when I'm a little kid, like, we used to shake down the UPS guy, like, bro, are the fireworks coming or not? Let's make it happen. Because we used to order fifireworks from Florida.
You can order them over the internet? Or
not anymore.
Over like
this is back in the 80s, bro.
A magazine?
We would buy magazines depending on what ads were in the back. And we'd go, okay, buy this magazine. We'll send away for the catalog. And I remember there was a place in, I believe, Pensacola, Florida, that was called Holiday Fireworks. And you could get a gross of bottle rockets, 144 bottle rockets, for $2.50.
It's a miracle you didn't blow up your house.
Miracle. Last night, there was almost an incident.
At your house?
Yeah. Because I'm almost certain I lit off at least like one firecracker or bottle rocket, one piece of pyrotechnics every 4th of July since I've been 12. I know I must have missed some in there, but I think I really have. Or maybe just a few. So anyway, I wanted to keep the streak going.
Okay.
So I had some skyrockets left over from last year, and I was with my friend that she never lit off a firework ever in her life.
I don't think I've lit off like an actual legit firework.
Oh, my. Well, all right. Well, I know what we're doing later tonight. I'm picking you up, and we're lighting one off.
I'm down. But what happened last night?
Oh. So then I was getting nervous because I didn't want the fuzz involved.
Me either.
Because, like, I don't like doing anything wrong. But I balance out what was at war, and kids don't do this. Well, I'm an adult. So, but you definitely have to be an adult to light off fireworks. But you're not supposed to here in Los Angeles. Even though a lot of people were, and what I did was wrong. And then what happened was I'm a very patriotic person. Like my highlight yesterday, I was wearing one of my USO shirts. Because the last tour I did, they gave me a red USO shirt, but it had all the flags of the countries in Southwest Asia.
Oh, cool.
So when we were going to walk into the Rose Bowl, because they charge you $13 to get in.
Okay.
So worth it.
That's not that bad.
You don't have to pay for anything, by the way. You can park further away and just watch the fireworks. But spending the $25 to park and walking through all the family fun, I didn't feel like it was the most family-friendly event I've ever been to in Los Angeles, or California for that matter. It was as American gets. And then for $13, we were as close. We were on the other, because they did a concert and motorcycle tricks, but we missed all that stuff.
What?
Yeah, for $13. So we had to sit all the way at the end, but guess what? By sitting all the way at the end, we were closest to the fireworks. And the highlight of the fireworks show, I go like this, no way. And there was a little boy behind me, like 3, maybe 4, and he goes, yes, way like that. It was adorable. So anyway, my highlight was I was wearing my USO shirt, and some guy thought I was in the military. Maybe he was like, "Well, if you're in the military, you get in for free." And I was like, "No, I'm just a comedian." He was like, "How'd you get your shirt?" I was like, "I'm a comedian. I've done shows." He was like, "Well, I'm a Marine. Thank you so much for going over there and entertain it." Like we made friends on the 4th of July.
That's so nice. And always any part of you like, maybe I should say I'm in the military.
No,
It's always weird when you see those videos of like
it's
stolen
so
valor.
sad.
I don't know how people.
No,
How does that even happen that gets into someone's brain?
low self-esteem. There's a lot of sad people out there, and I get it. You know, I don't judge anybody. Like when people are like, do really dumb things, I just go, "Phew, thank God I wasn't that dumb."
But what
'Cause
happened?
I've almost been that dumb. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I've done so many stupid things in my life. I don't want to ever, like last night, lighting off the fireworks.
So what happened?
So the angle, the rocket was already lit. I had it in a bucket, but then it tipped a little bit and it landed right in a tree, and that's where it exploded. And I was like, "Oh, that's it. I'm going to jail. I'm burning down the neighborhood. There's a drought, and I had to be a dumb 14-year-old grown-up."
And you blew up a tree.
But nothing, thank God. It didn't catch on fire.
Oh, thank God.
Sweet baby Jesus. But like I did do the nerves. I went inside, changed my clothes, because I remember that from middle school hijinks, and then just walked by from another direction like, I wasn't the one that just lit off fireworks. Looking over, and I was like, okie dokie, nothing burning, just keep on walking. And then Dum Dum I was with is like, Steve, I don't think, and I was like, no names, Mildred. And I called her Mildred, just in case the fuzz ever, they'd be looking for a Steve and a Mildred.
Did you ever do something when you were a kid where you know you did something bad and then you like asked somebody what the punishment would be? Like one time I wrote on my door and I was like, "Hey mom, when I was like I don't know what age I was, so let's say I was 10 when I did it. Let's say when I was 7, did I know how to spell stupid or whatever word it was, whatever I had written on the door, but just so I could kind of like feel my way what the punishment would be, or if I'd be able to get away with it. Like I would just imagine you calling the cops, be like, "Hey, I think somebody lit a firework and it hit a tree. I'm just a good, nice Samaritan."
Yeah.
Calling it in.
Well,
Please hurry.
I think next year, you know how we did a special episode for moms?
Yeah.
Where just me and you talked. Then we did a special one for dads. I think next year on the 4th of July, I'm going to just do a fireworks episode.
Ooh.
Because I have so many stories. But it wasn't too long. It was just, I don't think Jackson was not born yet. But Rennie Zizi and we ran into trouble with the law with some fireworks because the 4th of July is his birthday. Happy belated birthday, buddy. So, but the police were very cool and understanding. They didn't break balls. But then also, that was a different time. This was like 6 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
7 years ago. And the drought's pretty bad. And if they were, the worst feeling in life is messing up, being stupid. Like, you're not, that's why when I say I give everybody a break, what I did last night was stupid. Okay? And the worst feeling would have been if it did start a fire.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, God. How dumb can I get? Oh, speaking of which, did you see that one the bootleg fireworks video on YouTube?
I don't think so. Oh, no, is it the one you sent me?
Yeah, where the guy...
Oh, yeah.
Because I know that feeling. I had that feeling last night. The worst feeling is you're like, oh, sweet Jesus, I don't want to start a fire. And then you're like, oh, my God, this is awesome. I didn't start a fire. We almost did. It was so much fun. Because like, I had that feeling in China when I went off the fireworks a little bit last night. But that's what made this video so funny for me, because the guy's like, oh my God, oh my goodness, because he didn't want to start a fire. And then when he realized he didn't, he was happy and he was like, that was awesome. Then he turns around and he's like, oh my God, I started a fire again.
Oh, Jesus.
So funny. So let's give Craft Coffee that plug. They're craftcoffee.com. And if you guys use the code word, and it's very funny code word, it's Goodtimes Bag. I'll see if they can change it to Buddy Bag for the future, because it's, well, anything with bag is funny, because I'm 11 years old. So if somebody wants to touch your Good Times bag, it's only $3.99. How great is that? So great. And it's really delicious coffee. And you know what? You work your ass off. Have a little treat.
Let
Live
someone
a little.
touch your Good Times bag.
Why not? It's a great way to start your morning.
That'll never not be funny.
Always funny.
I found out I farted in my sleep. Paula told me.
like what Robin Williams said his wife did in Good Will Hunting.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot about that.
I love
Except
that
I
movie.
didn't. It wasn't. I didn't wake up. She just told me this morning. She's like, "Hey, so last night I woke up for a second, and then you farted, and it was. I couldn't help but laugh.
Always funny.
It's still gonna be fun. It's gonna be funny to me. I think it's only gonna get funnier when I have kids.
That's hysterical. Yeah, I can't wait to have kids.
Do you ever have a fart machine?
No.
We had a fart machine, and we would put it under my dad's chair, and I'm sure he knew, but just seeing him react like it wasn't me, it wasn't me. It because it was one of the ones with the remote, so it's like
that's
it's even
so
better than a
funny.
whoopee cushion. So
That's so funny.
I think they still make them. We should get them for the office. We just need toys in here.
Having fun is so much fun. It's fun to have fun. Speaking of fun, Tuesday night was fun.
It really was.
And we're going to share that with the world right now, right?
Absolutely.
Guys, I'll give Roddy, the man needs no introduction, but we'll have his website and Twitter for you on the backside of this. He's so funny, and I'm just so honored to know this gentleman. I can't believe he's my friend.
I know, that is pretty
So cool. And you know what's even more awesomer? I don't know why I'm doing this today.
It's kid stuff. You're
Yeah.
shaking your head back and forth.
Yes, I am. So I was at the gym today, and guess who was working out right next to me?
Hulk Hogan.
No, Roddy's son Colt, who is wrestling, and he's going to be up in Ventura next Sunday wrestling. So I think I'm going to try to get down to San Diego early this week, do the shows with me and Gabe on Friday, do my shows on Saturday, and then drive back Saturday night, so then I can sleep in my own bed, drive up to Ventura on Sunday, try that pizza place I've been hearing so much about, and watch pro wrestling.
Oh God, that sounds fun. Is he good? Like, is he fun to watch?
Well, we'll find out, man. It'll be the first time I get to see him.
Oh,
in
you haven't seen
person.
him yet? Oh, that's so cool.
I know he knows karate and stuff in real life. How long's his intro been?
26 minutes.
Oh my God, we're so long. All right, guys, this is our first live podcast. I'm sorry we talked so long in the beginning. I love you guys. Hang out with my pal Roddy Piper right here.
Once we had an easy ride and always felt the same. Time was on our side and we had everything to gain. Let it be like yesterday.
Good night, everybody. Enjoy the show. It's going to be great. I'm on Instagram and Twitter. Darren Carter, Steve Simeone.
One more time for the party starter, Mr. Darren Carter. All right, guys, real quick, I'm not going to make a big deal about it, but Children's Hospital needs blood, and so keep that in mind. Kids need help. All right. So now we're going to get ready. They do. I'm sorry. You got to, all right. Awesome. So I'm so excited that you guys are a part of this. We're going to do this is my first live podcast ever. So thank you guys for coming out. I hope you're having fun. Don't forget pizza, the little juices. And now we're going to introduce the first guest of the first ever live podcast ever, a gentleman that doesn't need any introduction. So I'm going to get everything set up. We have a little video so you guys will know what it is, and I'll get out of the way. And then now we're going to start recording. So have fun.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Eat land, froggies.
Just when they think they got the answers, I change the question. Big body, little tiny weeny brain. Because I was rowdy before rowdy was cool.
Robots don't go to heaven. The maniac loves you.
From Glasgow, Scotland, weighing 238 pounds, the Hot Rod, Rowdy. Roddy Piper. This is the best. Thanks for hanging out, Roddy. How cool is this? You got it.
Before he met me, he didn't like to hug.
Anybody.
And so I would go over and hug him because he didn't like it. Just a second, I got toys here. See, you got that on, but if you don't do it right, you end up like this.
The shirt says villain for people listening at home.
Oh, we're doing a podcast.
Yeah, we're going to...
There you go. How are you?
Hello, Roddy. How are you? Be relaxed.
That's there you go. Now, I heard it's your birthday.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
How old are you? How old are you?
I'm a grown-up.
No, you don't ever do that. How old are you now, son?
42. I can't say that and not laugh.
You're beautiful. So that one's wearing out. I got you one here.
Awesome.
It's a signature edition. And,
way. That's so cool.
That's right off the press there.
That's coolest, right?
Yeah, holy cow. Push. Okay.
So this is what we're going to try to do. Just pretend like we're all just hanging out in... like we're hanging out in my basement. We're 11 years old again, and we're just... Everybody's got pizza, and Uncle Roddy's coming over to tell us awesome stories. Right? Like awesome stories. Awesome stories about giants and mad dogs and guys that had super flying powers.
Oh, he was a giant. He was
How big was Andre the Giant? Like legitimate.
He's hold this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Let me see. For those at home, I'm hanging from the rafters. I bet you he'd be up here someplace, maybe with the hair, maybe even up here. There's a nail there. That really would have pissed him off. I saw the giant get pissed off one time only. Well, you know, stories. He's at this bar and keen ability to observe the obvious on my part, right? So Andre's at a bar, anyway, and there was like these football guys, NFL guys, and they came in the bar or whatever, and like one of them, they were trying to insult Andre.
Okay.
And like, you know, like they wanted to pick a fight, which like, you know, proves that there's something with those concussion things, man, dumbasses. And
would that happen often, Roddy? That
no,
people
this is the only time I've ever seen it happen. Other than when he was laying on my little skinny ass. And finally they calmed down, and as they left, I don't know what it was, with like a napkin or paper cup or something, because the bar's like this, and you go out there, and there's the door, and there's the valet. So like the car's waiting, and they come and they like chuck something, and it hits the back of Andre.
So they threw something at Andre the Giant's head, just so. Like I would never do that.
You.
I don't care how drunk I was.
No, but I really noticed how many more words I put in it. Okay. So what they don't know, especially, is one step of Andre's is 3 steps of ours.
That's awesome.
Need to know information there. And those boys got down there in their car, and then Andre got up, boom, boom, and he got down, and his whole head right in a squat, and he looked at him, and those guys were slamming the lock things and holding on to the handles. I'm not kidding you now. This giant, and turned their car over.
Awesome.
Now you got to hide the giant. Oh, you don't want to get in trouble. Where do you hide a giant? Come on, you big bastard. Oh.
So he ran away laughing.
Yeah. Oh.
Do you remember the first time you met
Cops
Andre?
came. Says,
Okay, the cops came?
yeah, well, what do you think? I think it was in Texas. And, like, hey, what happened to your car? Giant came and turned it over. All right, everybody, turn around, put your hands behind your back.
That's awesome.
Good boy, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. Because, like, Andre, he was special. Oh, man, this is pretty inside.
Yes.
You know, it becomes like there's a line of honor and respect. And if you're going to accomplish anything, there's just some things you don't do. It's what you do when no one's looking at you that makes you who you are.
I agree.
And like my business, the Ground Foundation, I have an oath that I'll never break. But as things have evolved, the people, God, which, you know, I love you all so much. You gave me 4 kids and a wife of 32 years. Thank you. I love you. And my wife and I never once have talked about divorce, murder. Get her done. So I'll share this one with you. It goes against my better, but because of evolution, you're starting to understand this. It's really hard to do what those guys do, 330 times a year, and keep a family like those guys. And they're for real. They're for real. But okay, now I'll tell you the damn stupid story. I'll make it quick. So Andre the Giant loved to wrestle me. Yeah, he wasn't paid by the pound, you know. Backdrop my ass. You know you're falling a long way when you got time to think. It fucks up your timing. Hey, bad word. But it messes your timing up because, you know, hello. I'll have a drink and a cocktail. What he would do each time, because Andre the Giant had to move constantly. If he was stayed in one place, you'd watch him once, twice, 3 times. But then after that, like, you've got no opponents. You wouldn't pay any money. So he had to move. And Vince McMahon Sr. booked him. Okay. And he'd come into all these different territories that were broken down. And nobody knew how to wrestle the Giant. And he'd come in and slap him around, and it becomes a little bit of a cartoon. Well, I was raised by the last of the Gorgeous George guys, you know. Yeah, we just don't have flea in us, you know. We would like to have fleas, but they just passed the gay rights thing. I wish I was gay. I'd be so damn rich, man. I'd own Titan Towers. Stop that last part. Jim, take that last part out, would you? You don't know how much heat that's going to give me. I was joking. All right. So, and what Andre would do first, he'd like reach over and he'd take my T-shirt off me, put it on himself. You know, look like baby Huey walking around with a T-shirt. All right, I got you. But here was the secret. Like, it's the psychology of it. Andre needed to know that you understood he was hurt for him to get hurt. So guys would come up and hit him in the chest. He's too big. And every time Andre would hit him, they'd fly. So I was like, but being taught from that, where you don't hit and fly, you stand and fight. What Andre needed was this. I get up to my elbows in his hair. Man, and when he hit me, I'd go, but I'd just hang on. It was like riding a bull. You know, all right, honey, here we go. And I'd come right for those eyes. Boom. Boom, he'd hit me again, and we'd be riding. And finally, I'd tire the big bastard out just from hitting me. But I was hanging on. And he'd get his ass sat in the second turnbuckle. All right, let's go to work. Because he, inside his soul, his real self, thinks that he has done enough to earn your respect. Yeah. He won't pretend for you if it's not even within the realm of, it's like he won't do a bad movie and charge you. He won't. But here, that's his way of saying, hey, folks, okay, I'm a giant. This is why you're going to remember me. And as long as I was on his eyes, and I'd be on him. And if he hit me, yes, I'd fall down, but I was very fast. And right back up on that giant. Okay. I worked many territories, and every territory, boss, give me him. So I must have wrestled him, I don't know, 50, 100 times.
Wow.
One time in Madison Square Garden. Could just forgive me for this one. They look like nice people, okay? Stop drinking, stop swearing. Now telling the truth, this really sucks.
This is the best night ever. Keep going.
So there's David Schultz. I don't know, Dr.
Death.
Yeah, he's out of his mind. Yeah, I was 10 feet away when he slapped Stossel. You know what? That was Stossel's fault. And I don't even like Schultz. But that was Stossel's fault. Because Stossel had one of his, I don't want to say Goonies. I was in the Goonies. But anyway.
Nobody's better than the Hot Rod.
What was I talking about? Second in command to Schultz and was trying to interview him. And Stossel had that attitude, these phony wrestlers kind of thing. And so Schultz, well, he shut him down, man. Again, he shut him down. Stossel sitting back, let me do this, Yeah, all right. Boom, Stossel comes, is wrestling fake? Boom, you bitch. What your mama think of that? Boom, you bitch. And then he sued, said he heard trains. Trains? Anyway.
Just so I want to explain for some of the kids that are like Stossel, Dr. Death.
Oh.
In the 1980s, a reporter for a 2020 news magazine show called 2020 tried to do an expose saying that pro wrestling was fake. So there was a guy that was he became a bounty hunter after pro wrestling, right, Dr. Death?
Yeah.
So he smacked the guy in the ear, the guy dropped and then sued the wrestler.
Yeah,
sued everybody.
Too, but he's being an asshole.
Yep. That's the point.
Yeah. Can't sue for being an asshole. Make him hear trains.
Yeah. All aboard! This is the best.
Oh, baby Jesus. So, I saw, like Schultz and I weren't getting along. Imagine that. And, Schnucka. Oh, man. Oh, that's pretty damn deep. Okay. Schnucka, we didn't, okay. Whew. And Schnucka was on fire. So there was this tag team match. It was Dr. Schultz and myself in Madison Square Garden against Jimmy Snuka and Andre the Giant.
Whoa.
Could have gave me some warning. The friggin' Giant,
You're going to wrestle the Giant?
My partner hates me more than the Giant does, Tag.
This is so good.
I'm not sure if you know this, but Jimmy Snuka ain't that wild above me either, brother. Still picking coconut out of his...
Oh, we were going to have to... We'll get to that.
You're getting a picture of Rod being a very lonely guy. And Andre the Giant read the situation before we're going in the ring. Andre the Giant read the situation of what's going down. I'm not getting along with Schultz. We're all bobbing for the best spot. Jimmy Snuka, he was him and Hogan, and Andre's Andre. Except John Studd. John Studd really pissed him off because John said he was a real giant. That was a bad interview. Wow. He says, well, I don't have ADD. I just got a lot to say in different departments. So.
The greatest.
Jesus, is so hard for me, man. Just get it done. I'm not looking for an impact. Just maybe for respect. I don't know. Because I had put my heart 50 times, whatever it was, with Andre the Giant. Him being a man of honor in our business, he came to me and we figured out, and I had a foreign object in my pants. You know?
We'll let that one just sit there. Always funny.
Ooh, boy, just open mouth, insert foot. No. Andre Giant knew that I was going to take out this piece of metal, and just get to Z here at the end of the Z.
Take your time.
We're in the ring, going back and forth, and I took this piece of metal out, and I plowed that giant, and that giant started bleeding real blood.
Wow.
The particulars are irrelevant for those. Here's a good one. Like all the dirt sheets you got out there, and I'm not a big fan of theirs. I'm trying to be okay, guys. But like the very first WrestleMania, I'm on the airplane with Don Morocco, and there's Time Magazine. He's reading it to me, It says, look, and right at Time Magazine says, pro wrestling is 99% fake. Morocco looks at me and says, see, they don't even know. And they tried to carry the giant out on a stretcher. Mm-hmm. First time ever. And that was his way of paying me back for all the damn T-shirts I bought him.
That's respect.
And it's a time when I needed it, and he knew it. Yeah. He was a good giant. He could have been a mean giant, I tell you. He'd be a hard guy to move if he didn't want it.
Yeah.
Anyway. Get out the couch now.
Yeah, we can talk about whatever you want. You know what one of my favorite stories is that I would love if you would do us the honor, and you told it once or twice at the Comedy Store when we were hanging out a lot. It was about driving along with Mad Dog Vachon. And when you were a young wrestler,
yeah,
and when he was sort of showing you the road. Do you know that story about Mel's Diner? Kind of.
I love it. I love him so much, man. He's so pure. He is so pure. Oh, jeez. Dumb questions. Well, I started pro wrestling really young, and my first match, I never seen a pro wrestling match. I was living in a youth hostel, to get to the chase here. Because the youth hostel was a YMCA, I just wrestled amateur and had a knack for it. Boom. Somebody just didn't show up. And the Winnipeg Arena, I don't really know why they didn't. My coach said, hey, I can get you $25 if you want to fight this guy. The hostel was $25 a night. $25, I'm in. Bring him on. How bad could it be? So I went to my pipe band. Said, what do we do in my pipe band? Said, we'll play Ian. So I had a kilt on the kilt of the pipe band. I came fifth in the world playing the bagpipes, believe it or not. Boom. And here we come to the ring. And you remember Mr. Perfect? Yeah. I loved him so much. There's so many stories I could tell you about him. But anyway, try to stay on topic here, Rod. And the guy, my pipe band played me in. I didn't understand the concept of upstaging just yet, but I learned quick here. Because it was just like sawdust and shit around, stuff around. And so here I come, and the guy I fought was Mr. Perfect's dad. Larry the Axe Henning, 320-pound Nordic Viking, no neck, and steam now that he sees the entrance coming out of his ears. His opponent wasn't there. You know, he just lost a world title. There I am, 167 pounds. My nuts haven't dropped yet, and I'm going to go against this guy.
You're a 15-year-old kid, right?
I'm 15 at the time. And anyway, you know, bell went ding, you know, Larry, ding. 10 seconds. That includes a 1, 2, 3. It's just so terrible. The natural, my ass. And so, like, I come back, but he busted my nose and I split my eyebrow, and, you know, I was there, you know, blood was in my eyes, but I saw the promoter come. He had penny loafers. I don't know why that's really important. I guess that's all I saw. I thought he was going to cheat me out of my 2 bits, but he had the $25. And he said, "Hey, kid," he said this, "Kid, you did great. How'd you like to go to Kansas City?" Larry Henning going to be there? No. And like, okay. And there was one wrestler left, and his name, the promoter says, "Kid needs a ride." So I'm just sitting there, you know. I got beat. I was supposed to be the tough guy of the town. All my bagpiper guys are gone. But I can feel the presence to my left-hand side. Sitting this way would be to my left. That's how much I remember, how much of a mark it made on me. And he was a Frenchman. I'm sitting there, and I, "Cocksucker." It's not nighttime yet. "You stupid cocksucker. You need a ride?" "Yes, sir. I need a ride, please." "Cocksucker, come into the car. We get our ride too. Go." I'm grateful for the ride. It's the price of admission that's bothering me a little bit. You know, hey, and this guy, he hated me. Because he passed like the Gorgeous George times, and he won the in England Commonwealth wrestling champion, and he's one of the most feared street fighters ever around. He taught me how to pull an eye out. You can teach. No.
I saw the drink go down. I was going to do the Three Stooges move. Like,
I didn't. No tough guy baloney. I didn't mean that. But it's true. You know, some guy, I pulled his eye out. You know, an eye's got 4 leg or tendons, whatever you call them. One here, and you got to get behind the eye, and it's like an elastic band, and you got to snap it, pop, or it'll just. And there's 4 of them, 4. You know, so you got to be really mad to want to take an eye out at least after the 2 snaps. Like, hey, sorry, my bad. You know, party foul.
I know at some point there's going to be 2 9-year-olds listening to this like, awesome, I'll try to take your eye out.
No,
so
don't
kids,
do that.
don't try to sit home.
Don't do that. So, all the way, so I'm driving with this guy. His name is Mad Dog Vachon. Hair all over him, except on top of his head. Yeah, it's like teeth missing here, so you could get your jugular or something, man. He's like, ferocious, okay. And we're going down the road, and like, it's got AM radio. And it's got, it's like the longest commercial for aluminum siding I've ever heard. And he drives, he parks at 100. He just, Mad Dog, an aluminum siding. And if you want aluminum siding for your car, get some aluminum siding, because it keeps it warm, keeps it hot, the water drains out. Aluminum siding. I'm hearing this show on aluminum siding for an hour, you know. He hasn't looked at me. Hasn't tried to talk. I think early I tried to say, how are you? Sucker. Stupid. All of a sudden, he pulls over. There's a diner. That's cool. Go to get out. He goes, you come in 5 minutes, cocksucker. 5 minutes after that mad dog. Because he doesn't even want to be seen with me because I don't look the part. And I gave it 6, just, making it up. I don't really remember. I didn't have a watch. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Finally, I come in, and he's on the stools up to the thing where you get fed, and like we speak a different language. It's called Carney, and we just like, and he tells me in Carney, get away from him. Not a problem. And I'm down here, but by this time he's ordered salad and steak and other words that start with vegetables. And he's got this meal going, and maybe the dog was mad because he's hungry. I don't know, but when the lady came to me, she I got $25, but it's Canadian, and we're in America, so I got no money. And the lady says, would you like something? I'll have a glass of water, please. And Mad Dog Vachon heard that. It must have been his favorite charity. Because oh, the little boy. Oh, the little scrawny little boy. You hungry, la? Look at the little boy some free food. Give him what the Mad Dog has. And all of a sudden, Flo starts bringing the salad, the steak, vegetables. They help me out here. And we're talking, and his total personality, bipolar thing. He was just hungry, and boom, and he's talking to me about the war and how he was over here and made bullets and threw them over to Germany, I guess, to make them kill him or whatever. Yeah. Frere Jacques, you bet. Just keep it coming. And I love lemon pie. And Flo, I call her Flo because I don't know. I said, I don't know how this happened. Okay. But Flo's got a piece of lemon pie.
The waitress.
Pardon?
The waitress, right?
Yeah, the waitress. I just needed to give her a name.
Flo.
I didn't know Flo. So, and I pull my hand out, and I get the lemon pie. And Mad Dog Vachon, you cocksucker. You think I'm Mad Dog? You take advantage of me now, you cocksucker. And he grabbed me by the throat, and he slammed me up. He goes, the cocksucker, I killed. And his little head red and foam spitting shit out of his mouth. And all of a sudden, the guy does a 180, and boom. Had a heart attack. I'm thinking, oh my ass, die, you old bastard. He's my ride. So, and then we got another personality change. He goes, cocksucker. Get the Mad Dog to the hospital. Yeah, they called an ambulance and everything. Cocksucker, the Mad Dog's not going to make it. Oh, fuck. So I get he's one of them ass-heavy guys, too. I'm 15 years old. I get him, and I open the door and throw him in, and boom, and slam the door right on his ankle, which, got another C word. Boom, went in, and started the car, okay, and it was freeway, and here we go, and hospital sign. I'm looking for the hospital. I could drive like shit. I've been stealing cars since I was 10. So, I'm a driving fool, but all of a sudden, Mad Dog, like the Undertaker, Mad Dog sits up, pulls down the visor, takes all the Alka-Seltzer out of his mouth, pulls the map out, circles it where the diner was. That's just how he got a free meal.
How awesome. How awesome is that? The greatest. So great.
Not if you were there, it wasn't that great. and didn't get a chance to eat the lemon pie. It's a true story, man. But now, like, we got a cold. Someone goes, cocksucker, I'm in. Yeah. Be right there.
So cool.
Gay marriages. I don't know. I got nothing
You have
against
so many stories.
I know.
I loved when you told me about your leather jacket, the different compartments in that. I don't know if we want to share that, but how you had the different rules for different things.
Sure.
There's
sure.
that. These are just things off the top of my head. I think everybody would love. I know you're sick of telling it, but the coconut story, maybe that. But then, and I really would if we have the time.
I'm afraid I'm boring them, Mom. That's no. I'm kind of judging. I'm going off you because you're most experienced. So, if you guys getting sad, man, I'm bringing it up or I'm out. I want you to be happy. I love you too. I honestly do, man. Honestly do. I love you. You've been my life. Well, I don't have a home. I just moved around, and then I got into this business at 15. So, you want to know something strange? I'm more comfortable in front of a camera and 93,000 people live than I am in a party of 5.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I never wanted to be. I never asked for it. I got 0 training, other than in lunch, cocksucker. I suppose that's the story. We don't have to worry about the language anymore, huh?
Yeah.
Well, there's a lady there, but yeah. Fucking A. All right.
Autistic Thunder. Hey, Josh. That was great.
I love you.
So cute.
Yeah, beautiful, man. So, okay, well, where you want to go?
Well, you did talk about, there was one story, I don't know if you want to tell it, but it was about you in Little League with Colt. Do you want to tell that story? I think one of my...
We'll try to get family here.
Sure. We could do that. We could do that. We
sure.
could go to Stuka, whatever you want to do.
I think I know which one you're talking about. Maybe. She's like, where's my jacket there? This jacket here was made for me special. Oh, thank you, sir.
The sunglasses. Oh, my God.
Yeah, you put them on, you see shit.
Exactly. From they live. Oh, great.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I'm damned if I'm going to make you.
So
my
awesome.
lesson on that one. I'd give someone my sunglasses. They don't want them. I let it alone now.
We got to talk about that, too.
Upset.
You have a million stories. Oh, man.
Oof, no, it's just a really messed up life. In a good way. So, Colt. Colt's my son. He's my best friend. When something goes wrong, they tell Colt, because Colt says he speaks dad. So, I'm trying to I'll come off the road. I was about an inch and a half taller, and I'm about 202 right now. So, my best weight was around 232, 237, I couldn't get tired. I could go hours, couldn't get tired.
Jeez.
And but when I come off the road, it's a different world. Excuse me, all right, there, pal. The truth of the matter is, what it is. The way they teach you when you come out of wrestling school, which I've never been to one, or whatever. That might be obvious. I've never been to one. You should be able to have a match with a broomstick. If you can have a match with a broomstick, then you're the real deal.
Wow.
So, with all this abstract knowledge, I come home and I'm pretty rough, but I'm a gentleman. I hate violence. I hate it in the home. I don't believe in any of it. I don't know what I'm in, a position I'm in, I don't care. I stand by the silent. Those little people killing themselves just because of being bullied. So just out there, I'm not telling these stories to go to school, be cool, all right. And beating up people, I never, this is the truth, I never fight unless I have to for my family, or if I can get him paid. Otherwise, I know I don't want to fight. You go ahead and think of whatever you want. So I come back off the road in Colt's Little League. Colt goes to this school. He'd be like, how old when they first start? Just past T-ball.
5, 6 years old.
Maybe a little bit more. I'll give him 7, 8-ish. maybe even 9-ish. And so Farmington View Elementary School, and they got the cute little Farmington View orange T-shirts on, and a fucking Farmington View orange bandana with a little F there, I guess, for Farmington View, you know. And they're so beautiful, little Bambis, you know. And they got to go play away, and they get to the baseball field, and just stay there, and I'll show you how much I know about sports. So Morocco and Orton are in a room. It's a Sunday afternoon, and they're in one room, and I'm in my room. But there's the door giant. The door's open. Yeah. my dad, my father. So I can hear him in there, and I'm doing whatever I'm doing. It's Sunday, we're kind of racking down, and I hear, you know, they're watching football, and like Baylor gets a touchdown. And then it's going on, but I'm in the other room, you know, and interception by Baylor. And I swear to God, this is true, man. With so much sincerity, you know, I don't know shit. I come back in there, and there's Morocco and Orton. I go, that Baylor's a hell of a player, huh? Baylor's the college team, for those who don't know.
We're in a comic shop.
Get out, they said. Okay. So that's how much I don't watch sports. I'm a wife's dream that way. I'll play them all. So they come a game away from home, and these kids, the other team, they got the whole baseball, and God bless them, you know. But the thing with the straps and the cleats, and you know the stuff in the hats, and you know, and then like 5 fathers. All right, and they got the infield. Boom, catch it, bring it on. It's like, you know, the game starts at 6. I don't know the rules, you know, but I'm watching from afar. Because I don't want to embarrass Cole, you know. And I'm watching, and these guys, there's the team, and they got all the kids, and the other kids are just, you know, my guys, my son, and the coach was a good man, just like, and it's like 1 minute to 6, right? Oh, you're going to have the field. Yeah. All right. I'm up there, and so they started to play, and they're all going, oh, and they're pretty better team. And boom, they're hitting. Finally, our team gets up, and they brought him on, and they go, yeah, get him. And I got this whole thing going on, right? And finally, that's enough of that, you know. And I come on down, and I said to the coach, because the coach pitched to his own team, would you mind if I pitched? Thank you very much. Like a pin. Hi, I'm the pitcher. How you doing, bud? You all right? You ready? Here it comes now. 1, 2, here we go, bud. 3, good job. Pink, get on base. Attaboy. Ball. Guy was trying to get the ball.
So you were making sure he could get hits.
I was getting the field even.
How awesome is that?
Now, one of the many issues I have is like if I get focused in on something, I don't know when to retreat. And finally, I'm pitching, and finally our own coach comes and says, my Christian name is Toombs, says, Mr. Toombs, if you get any closer to them, you'll be handing them the ball. oh, my bad. There you go. Good luck. Anyway.
I love that.
That's what happened. Yeah, if you ever been hurt, like, you wouldn't want to do that to nobody. Not worth it. This jacket was made for me. It's a Langless jacket. Bruce Springsteen has one. There's a name drop there. Didn't want to tell you, Janet Jackson does too, but
This is the best.
It's like Tourette's. I can't help myself, right? Go fuck yourself, Vince. I was in a room with Bobby Orton. That's what just last WrestleMania. Bobby Orton's down. There's like, again, I think it's Time Magazine, whatever. It's the billionaire list, and Bobby's going down it, and Vince McMahon, number 23, and Bobby says, hey, Pipes, he says, it says here that Vince McMahon is number 23 billionaire in the world. Just, don't you think you want to try to get along with him now? At all WrestleMania, I would hear from a distance, 23! I actually love Vince, man. I do. What was I talking about? This jacket. So, back in you'd get in trouble, but they wanted you to because it made the paper. And I was expendable. There was no... I didn't have a number until I was like 19. They got me a Social Security number so I could pay taxes. I'd like to thank you for that. It's the greatest country in the world. Yeah, baby, it's the greatest country in the world. But when they caught me, they threw me in jail. We had a bad shot in Fresno one time. I don't know if you're ready for that. We're just okay.
I just want to.
Thanks.
The promoters would encourage you to get into trouble, is what you're saying, because it would make the papers sell more tickets. This is an era before sports entertainment. People paid to see, unfortunately, the heels get beat up and cheer the good guys. And they wanted to see real fights. And the more real fights you got into outside of the ring, the more they knew you were serious business inside of the ring.
Okay. You could be Colt.
So there we are.
I see. That's what Colt does. And I can't get it to you. I don't know why. I can't.
I speak dad. Just like Colt. I love you, buddy. Thank you so much for doing this. Thank you so much.
Holy cow. What are we talking about?
Your jacket.
Thanks. So, when I get it, then they had to go and bail me out of jail and stuff, and this was time-consuming and a budget restraint. And so they had this jacket made, and because I got stabbed a bunch of times, it's got Kevlar in it, so you can't stab me. And over here, back in those days, it's not bad. It's just like we all carry guns, and this was the rule. Like, if you had a gun that was a revolver, the first hole is empty in case with a pin hammer, so the pin doesn't hit it and hurt somebody. Second one we had was blank. So boom, boom, everybody should be gone. The ones that aren't gone, I got 4. I'm trying to give you a chance. Work with me. 7,000 pro fights and you pick my ass to fight. Bad day. And so, just to get it down, because, I carry my cell phone here now, but that was for all things that needed to be taken care of right away. This was for cash, or put in for cash. This one, a knife, is in this one. This one here, pocket zipped, and it's got my passport in it. And, yeah, I ain't shitting you. And just a second now, just get it in there. All right, because then I put it back, and then I'm there. And this one has a stash pocket, but, I won't leave it at that. And, yeah, so if I got in trouble, I could just run and get on the airplane and go. And I have everything. It's like my purse. And that's why this jacket, and it's really, really heavy. And one of it, my wallet, my green card and stuff's in there. But you need to feel it to really go for it.
Whoa.
Stand up. Come on here.
How awesome.
It's all sweaty and everything,
That's
too.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Way to go, James.
Good, bud.
That made it worth the best night ever.
Come on in here, bud. There you go. Yeah.
How great is that?
Yeah, bud. Yeah, man. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's why the jacket
So cool.
was made.
So you didn't have to pack up anything. Just grab the jacket and you could be gone.
I'm out of there. My kilt was under my arm. Jeez. Gay bashing. I don't know about gay bashing, but when you come in 1969 with a kilt on, it was a tough road. Come into the dressing room one time. Come into the dressing room one time and I was early because I was nervous, and I come in and there's nobody in the dressing room because there's not supposed to be. But all of a sudden when I get to the top, the door whips open to the bathroom, and it's this manager named Ken Ramey, who used to manage the interns, is jacking off, And I'm just a messenger here. And so I guess it's it's supposed to be a rib or something. And it's a rib though. Like, isn't there supposed to be somebody there to enjoy it, being funny kind of thing? Anyway, jeez, they started doing that kind of shit to me for a while, and then Lord Alfred Hayes, he had a big schwanz on him like that, man, and he'd come in the shower and he'd chase me with his penis and go, Roddy, cocksucker, Roddy.
Oh, wait.
No, I'm not shitting you at all. I'm not shitting you at all.
If we're going to tell these stories, could you tell the story about the promoter that liked to smoke cigars?
Wrestler's revenge. So there's this place, and holy shit, man. This place in Salem, and it's just a little old theater, and underneath it's just like dirt and pillars, and it's not a real dressing room, and there's a table, and the way they let you shower is after the show's finished, you could use the hot dog water to shower, and that's what it was, and like when the promoter paid you, the old timers, if they liked you, they tipped you off. If they didn't like you, they didn't. But he'd start paying you, and he'd put like a roll of quarters, in your hand. And you'd watch, and he'd put like a $5. And if you smiled at all, he quit. But if you learn not to smile, he might be able to I'll get like maybe $25, $20 a match. And he always was drunk, and he had like a toupee on that looked like a poodle roadkill. Just like, I don't know. His name is Elton Owen. And, and he like that, and he got the same suit on that he fucking sleeps in, and he's puffing a cigar, like, snap, there you are, you bunch of bastards, That's the way he'd come in the dressing room. And there's like chairs around, and there's one table there for gin. A lot of old timers played a lot of cards, man, lost a lot of money. And my tag partner, his name was Killer Brooks. And he was from Waxahachie, Texas, man. And Killer Brooks was great friggin' partner, man. I love him. And he was gutsy. And Elton Owens walks in and and Salem didn't draw because this guy didn't do shit. He goes, you guys couldn't draw flies to shit. Nice to see you too, And and he catches the baby face of the main event back, and he goes, yeah, and he puts a cigar down, and he goes back there, and like, it's so rude and stuff, and I don't know, man. It's like having a fucking eulogy. It's fucking and so Killer Brooks, man. We're all looking at this poor guy. He got like 3 kids, He's getting $20, $20.50 a match. In the real days, they used to have professional drivers like the mid-card guys, and you'd pay them like a penny a mile, 2 penny a mile. I remember 3 penny a mile. Okay. And I got up in the air, and like they would take it, and you'd give them your change, and sometimes their wife would make sandwiches, and they'd sell them for 50 cents. And, giving this guy a hard time, and we were all younger, and we see them, and finally Killer Brooks got up, come up to that bench. He had them spandex kind of like pullovers, and he took them spandex pullovers, pulled them down, hair all over them. Took that cigar. He looked at that cigar and twirled it around. He put that cigar up his ass. And he was in no hurry. Gay marriage didn't bother Killer Brooks a bit. Because he wanted to make sure there was a definite, and his timing was impeccable. He went, put that cigar on there. No fear that this guy's going to see it. pulls up his pants, and sits down next to me. 10 wrestlers.
Just waiting.
This fucking guy, man. Excuse me, this guy, man. And he's just like, he's drinking straight out of the bottle. And he turns around like this big shot, right? This poor man. And he comes back, and he's that guy at the table was on his left-hand side. He comes, see, you wouldn't know that shit when you were there. Dave was on the left-hand side. And here's the door. And he goes, he's grumbling scared all the time. He turns around, and he picks up that cigar. They go, all right, I want you guys be on time. And another thing, we're fucking dying. We're dying.
Loving it.
He's not gonna, like that. And he got on another tirade. And blood. You know, if you're gonna bleed, damn it, bleed on the floor. You're ruining my fucking canvas. I'll tell you something else. Not shitting you now, okay? Tell you something else. And he finished. And then he turned, as he turned the doorknob of the door. And he opened the door, and he put a cigar in his mouth. And he turned around, and he walked out the door. And he got half a step. I swear to you, okay? He turned around, opened the door, took a cigar out, and said, there's another thing. It smells like shit in here. I was rolling. Everybody was Stevie Wonder. Nobody dared make a sound. One for the good guys.
Awesome. Hi, Rod. We only have about 5 minutes left. That's how fast this flew by. I'm sorry.
I love you.
But maybe we could just take a question from somebody or something, because there's so many awesome people.
I'm yours.
Joshua, what would your question be?
Hey, how's it going? Whatchamacallit? I feel it's still topical. Any good quick stories about the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes? Yeah.
Great question, Josh. Great question. Joshua, come here. He's the best.
Come on, man.
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
I'm doing
good. Good to see you again.
How you doing?
Oh, it was a quick shake this time.
It was a what?
Quick shake. I should probably tell them. First time Steve introduced me to him at the Comedy Store, and we shook hands. And I'm a very anxious person, and I thought, and I said out loud to you, are we shaking hands for too long? And you said to me, I'll let you know.
Autistic Thunder killing it. I'll let you know. You can't write that.
I love you, brother.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful.
Great question,
okay.
Josh.
Thank you.
Love you, buddy.
I told you a thing about doctors, about best part of my job, did I? No. I asked a doctor one time, what's the best part of your job? He said, delivering babies. Best part of my job is there'll be an autograph line in 2 hours, whatever. And the best I've done is 5 generations in the same family.
Wow.
But watching you with your dad and your sister, your mom, whatever, and the bonding that you did around, I used to have people on, it was Lassie, you'd be cheering for Lassie. It's just, there's so much love. And like I'm not kidding, you know, they tremble and they cry. And so do I. And sometimes they just need a hug. You know, I can go into a hospital and put a smile on a little boy's face when a doctor can't. But the doctor can fix them. So we need everybody to pitch in. And that's what you are. You're beautiful. Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes was a national treasure. was a national treasure. It's hard to go was like, he, I don't think that they knew how good he was. He did one interview where in TBS, Gordon Soley, and he had a poster made by some children of a school that he had visited, and it was a minute interview. And Dusty Rhodes came in and he put this poster down, and the TV, and he put a chair down and he looked at it, and he didn't say a damn word. And I don't know, I'll be making up like 40 seconds into the interview, 45, just a tear came down his eye. And just as before it ended, he said, "I love you too."
Wow.
That, he's communicating in a different way. You know, we won't get too much into this, but but Dusty Rhodes and the Funks and Dick Murdoch and all the guys, they were shit-ass crazy also. Terry Funk, there was this guy, Bobby Jaggers, he lied about everything. I got a ranch, I got a bigger one. You know, like, didn't matter. And he wore a pink cowboy hat in Amarillo, Texas. There's the Funks, and they had a flash flood, and under this bridge it was just total, and Bobby Jaggers was renting a Corvette Stingray and that CB thing back there, you know, put the hammer down or whatever that bullshit is, you know. And Terry Funk had already crossed it, it's flooded, you know, and Bobby Jaggers, "Hey, come on back there, bear," or whatever, boom, and Terry Funk, "Put the hammer down," and that Bobby Jaggers drove into that, that puddle of water.
Oh, my God.
And it sunk. It's just fucking sunk.
Oh, my God. He was supposed to be looking out for him, and he drove him right into the floodwater.
And there's beer cans in it. There's beer cans flooded in that thing that came up from the car. Holy shit. So Dusty Rhodes and Dickie Murdoch, one time, Dickie Murdoch's in the ring, you know, and it's a tag team, and I don't know, give me a name of a baseball player.
Mike Schmidt.
Works good. And Dickie Murdoch, he's in the ring, and Schmidt, he doesn't know this, but Schmidt throws like an orange from the 26th row, and like it hits Dickie perfect, boom. But Dickie thought it was a partner, the other guy, and boom, and took a bump and went over the ring, over the rope, down like it. No, Dickie, no.
Awesome. Hot Rod, I love you. Thank you so much for doing this.
I love you too.
The greatest.
I love you.
Love you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Roddy Piper. Thank you guys so much for coming out. The Hot Rod, Roddy Piper. Thank you, Nerd Mel. Thank you, all you buddies. Thanks for coming out. Good night and God bless you. I have something for you guys. Here, Lee, show. Everybody on the way out's going to get a treat bag for hanging out tonight. So there you go. Good night and God bless you guys. Bye.
So, guys, that was the live podcast we did with Roddy Piper. And I wish you guys were there, but since you weren't there, or maybe some of you were, I wanted to share that with you. And then my buddy Bryce had put this together with Nerd Melt. Already wants to do another one, so that's exciting. Lee, do you know when we're going to be up in Toronto? Because
Yes.
you're coming with me.
I am. We're going to be there the 13th to the 15th. And I know I have...
Of August, right?
Yes.
So it's
of
like a month
August.
away.
It is like a month away.
Holy moly, that's so soon.
You're doing Friday and Saturday, I believe, at the Comedy Bar.
Okay.
I think that's
that's it. That makes sense.
And then I'm doing, as of right now, only Saturday evening podcasting seminar, but I'm also looking to get a live Flying to Radio.
Oh, that would be incredible.
It'd be really fun. And that's what I think, is you're doing Friday and Saturday at the Comedy Bar.
Okay. It's going to be great.
It'll be so much fun. There's poutine. We're going to Blue Jays game.
Oh, God, Toronto.
Derek
I
Birch is
love
there.
Canadians. I did Dom Irera's podcast.
How was it?
I was nervous because he's like a big celebrity to me. And he's like, not only that, he's like I think he's like one of the best comedians of all time.
But he's nice. He's
So
always
nice.
been nice to me.
Yeah, he is. He's the nicest person ever. But on his podcast, I said how much I love Canada. And it was Derek in Toronto that brought me to, dude, it hasn't even been a year yet. Since my first time. It was last August. I remember.
Oh, wow.
So I did, Toronto. This will be my second time to Toronto. I've been to Calgary twice. I've been to Edmonton. You Canadians are good people. I really do.
I really can't wait to go up there.
They're so nice. And the girls are so pretty. They are.
I've heard that.
Yeah. And nice.
And then there's like the Niagara Falls. Is that close? I don't even know.
Niagara Falls. Slowly I turned, inch by inch. That's the Three Stooges. I don't know.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It was a really good. I think that was in their episode called Woman Haters.
I love the Three Stooges.
Niagara Falls. Slowly. It was so good.
I bought their box and I'm going to have to watch it.
Can I come over and watch the Three Stooges with you?
Absolutely.
I love the Three Stooges.
I have like a 10-disc set I just bought like last Black Friday. Because that's my thing now. I just go in at like 2 a.m.
You know, Augustino does
wait.
that too.
Really? Mm-hmm. I'm not going to wait in line. I don't really have anything that I need that desperately, but I go in and be like, any good deals I could capitalize on Best Buy?
The best. Oh, I wanted to give a shout out to my buddy Edward Vega in Florida. I have a special surprise coming your way, buddy. So stay strong, and I got something coming for you. I also I found the website for the people that do the T-shirts and stickers. It's
cool.
inkadco.com.
Inkadco.
Yeah, inkadco.com. We got our buddy's Craft Coffee, Don Carlos Taco Shop, Eat a Burrito.
What kind are you going to try the chili relleno?
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to try to eat pretty clean for the next couple days so I can go down there and just kill it.
That's the best, when you eat healthy just in preparation for...
Yeah, and you know what? I've been doing more cardio. I've been following your lead. And this is my secret.
What do you do?
Go to YouTube and I type in Army Ranger running cadence.
Oh.
Where it's like, you'll laugh, right, laugh. That stuff.
And you just have it on repeat?
No, you can listen to like 30 of them in a row.
That's really smart.
It keeps you going. Keep you motivated now. It's the best. It's so good. And I pretend I'm an army man and I just keep on running.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
I didn't even know they had that.
Yeah, because I had bought them, but my crappy computer crashed and I lost all my music. But I had awesome ones. I had Army Ranger, Navy SEAL, and U.S. Marine running things.
They have
running
different
cadences.
ones?
Yeah. And they all keep you going. It's amazing. So that's my new fun for the summer. So I think I'm going to get down to La Jolla early, hopefully, and just run on the beach, just do push-ups and eat burritos and some comedy. But I'm almost thinking, like, if I could get a job at Children's Hospital and just do the podcast, I would do that.
In La Jolla or up here?
At any Children's Hospital. I have so much fun down there. It's the best.
And I wanted to say that when you said that in the intro. If you don't live in LA, I'm sure every children's hospital
Yeah,
can
go
use
give blood. Go figure out how to get involved. I'll tell you what, guys. The secret to life is helping other people. So however you do that, and I know we have a lot of parents that listen. Trust me, you're helping other people. Like, part of the reason why I know I have time to volunteer and stuff like that is because I don't have kids. So all the dads out there, thank you so much for sharing this podcast. I do want to say this, and this is something I think we should talk about at the beginning of the next intro. Number one, I'm so grateful of all the people that are sharing my stand-up comedy album, Remember This, with their family.
I saw that video you posted.
Oh, with the little kids?
Yeah.
Adorable, right?
It was pretty, like two brothers in the back seat.
Yeah. They love it. And they're little. They're like real little guys. I got to get this children's book done. That's where I belong. Anyways, so the podcast, sometimes things get a little more adult here than in my comedy act. But I think what's cool is that parents listen to this and then they see if their kids can listen to it. And it reminds me of the adult conversations I would listen into from the top of the steps. So I hope that's what it is for you guys.
You're like a cool Uncle Steve.
That's all I want. I want people to be happy. I hope you guys are enjoying your summer. Lee, thank you so much for all your help. Everybody that came out Tuesday, special shout out to Roddy Piper, Bryce Smith, Nat Goldberg, Darren Carter, the party starter, Mr. Lee Syatt, Autistic Thunder, all my buddies that came out, especially my buddy Art that brought his mom for her birthday. The greatest.
Oh, someone brought their mom?
Yeah, for her birthday.
That's so cool.
Art and Daniel. They're my buddies. I ran into them at WrestleMania. We're supposed to be best friends. It's the best. This really is the most. I could keep on talking forever. Let's just end this episode. People are like, dude, I got work to do. All right. I love you guys. Have a great week. Take care and God bless.
Yesterday was such an easy game for